Hi everybody, it's me. Happy Sunday. It's been a busy weekend here on Planet Missy. Been busy literally since the moment the weekend started on 5 o'clock on Friday. And now here we are on Sunday. So it's been a great weekend. I did a lot of fun things. Yesterday we went to the zoo, and by the way, for those of you who did not hear about what happened at the zoo, check the papers. To our friends over at the Central Florida Zoo and Gardens, we just want to send our best. We're thinking about you today. So if there's anything we can do, let us know. But anyway, I won't go into it because it's not my place to do so. Just read the papers. But I talked last time about wanting to set up the hydro. I was hoping against hope that I could get the hydro working in the one that was in here. We are right now in the guest room, which is where I keep one of my hydros at all times. So this is a newer one. I got into hydro gardening. For those of you who don't know, when I say hydro, I mean hydroponic gardening. I got into it around 2022 when like many of our hobbies and what have you, it was something that was inspired by going to Disney, and so they had the Flower and Garden Show. I learned a few things about hydroponics right before we went to Hawaii, and I said, you know, I want to try that. So I found this one system. I read a book on it, and they were like, oh, you can grow hydros anywhere. You can take a bunch of rocks and put them out and grow hydros. And that's not exactly true, but nonetheless, the following year, my best friend got me for my birthday a Hydropod, and I absolutely fell in love with it. It was easy to grow things on it and so forth. And I wanted to get a second one because you can't really grow flowers and vegetables on the same Hydropod, because I don't know why. Maybe you can, and they're just not telling us because they want us to buy a second one. But at any rate, I did get a second one earlier, well, in the middle of last year, actually, and I had some success. It's hard to, at least where I had it previously, it was hard to grow things on. That could be more of a function of the fact that of the spot that I picked. So I'm choosing a spot now where I've had some really good luck in the past growing things, so maybe that will take care of the problem. Also, like I said, but when I am able to grow something on this, it usually is pretty strong. I've got a Serrano plant out there that I started on the hydros, and it was the one of the 6 pods that actually did something, and it's still out there. In fact, I'm really optimistic it's going to have a good, long, productive life. So anyway, that's where we are on that. So, but I've got this Hydropod in here. This is a newer one. This is an Aero Garden. And I like it because it's rather simplistic. But the problem is, like I said, I've had some trouble. But plus, I mean, it was something I found on Amazon Marketplace. So it is a hand-me-down. Maybe that's part of the problem. But I do want to get it working one way or other, especially since my other one is on the fritz right now. I'm going to try and see what I can do about that. But anyway, and I know I owe you guys an update on what I was doing with the grow light. I suspect it's because it's marigolds. It's taking a little longer than usual. When I grow anything with a larger seed on the grow light, whether that be sunflowers, whether that be pumpkins, anything with a large seed, I'm going to have it sprouting pretty quickly. Things with smaller seeds, like anything involving herbs or what have you, tend to take a little while longer, but they do eventually, and it's really like, it's impressive. I'm going to try, as soon as I get the marigolds off of the grow light, from under the grow light, I'm going to try stevia in there. So that should be, because I mean, people were saying, oh, stevia is easy to grow. No, it's not. I've had a double the time with stevia, so there's that. So I'm going to go ahead and try. This is the hydro. I'll show you what I'm doing here. There's a way I'm going to eventually get a camera that I can do all kinds of stuff. So there's the front right here. Let's see where. Is this it? Yeah. Anyway, let's turn it on. Plug it in. Let's see here. Okay, so we have no, there we are. There's a light on it. We have no, yeah, there it is. We have no water on it yet, so I will pause this and go grab some water. Anyway, be right back. I'm just filling this up with water. It's saying the light has changed on that one to where it's implying I don't need to add more water. You know what? I'm going to add one more just in case. Yeah, da, 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 yeah, da, da, da. Yeah, we went today. Oh my Lord. What is that in there? Okay, I don't even pretend. I'm hoping that's just a root. Yeah, it's just a root. Something either I or the prior owners grew in there. Let me see if I can fish it out. Yuck. Yikes. Oh, gross. Yeah, that looks like a bug, but it isn't. It's a root. So anyway, maybe that was what was preventing me from growing anything productively in there all this time. But it is what it is. So I've got here, these are basic. You can order them online. It's just a seed garden kit. And it's already pre-filled. It's already got your little thing there that acts as the medium for growing in. Plus it has seeds and it's very easy. All you do is just drop them. Oh, that is mint. Okay, mint, oregano. I didn't even realize that. Savory. Just drop them in here. Thyme. What is it? Genovese basil. Nice, nice, nice. And Italian parsley. Okay. Well, we'll just try that. And it already lists what it is, so that's a plus. Plus, this also comes with plant food. Hopefully, oh yes, with a measuring cup. Whew. Okay, so yes. I'll just try these and see how this works. And as soon as I get this thing going in a productive fashion, I will show you guys. But yeah, we had a day today. We went out to the theme parks and had a glorious time as always. I think probably the smartest thing to do here is to keep the water low, because one of the biggest problems I've been having lately is algae growing where I don't want it to grow. So let's just try this like this at where I've got the water now. So there we have that. And like that. This has its new home now. So let's see how this goes. And as I said before, once I get everything working, I promise all of you I will show you how it looks in a couple days. But here's what we have so far. Let's see there. Got the different pods. And they're labeled. I can't tell you when things start growing how critical it is to have something labeled. I kid you not. I was growing some things in the raised bed when I first got it about 2 years ago. And I get crazy with it. And I start and I'm like, okay, well, I want broccoli here. And I want cauliflower here. And I want, lettuce here and what have you. And I'm thinking, oh, I'll remember where I grew. And let me assure you, you won't. You think you'll remember what you grew there, you won't. Especially if you have a million other things to worry about during the course of your day, you won't. So you will forget. So basically, I'd forgotten for so long what it was. And then this huge, beautiful plant starts coming up. And I'm like, what is that? I mean, I'm thinking, is it romaine lettuce? Is it just regular lettuce? I mean, what could it possibly be? And I'm looking. And like in February of this year, I'm like, I don't see anything growing on. It's probably lettuce, and I probably let the whole thing die out without using the first time. And then and only then do I see a cauliflower plant grow. So I'm like, oh, I get it. Now my goal for some point during this long, hot, ridiculously hot, kind of excruciatingly hot summer is going to be that I am going to get, probably take it out of the raised bed and try and plant it like I had my kale plant, because that way I can get all my winter stuff growing. Plus, to my astonishment and surprise, I saw a pumpkin plant grow, and I have not put pumpkin seeds in that sucker for at least a year. So hopefully I'll have at least a pumpkin or two come Halloween time. And I have actually, for the first time, I've seen watermelon plants growing in that, so in the raised bed. So and new potatoes. So I'm kind of a happy camper about my raised bed, so it's going all good. But anyway, I just wanted to come out and give a shout out to everybody. I promised you a video, so I did a video. And I hope you're all doing good. And I hope, yes, and at some point, maybe next time, I will give you a tour of the guest room, because I've been doing some decorating here and some things that might be interesting. I don't know anyway. But I hope you all have a fantastic week, and I will talk to you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.